Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to the science class. Today we are going to start a new chapter, our chapter 4, and the name of the chapter is Diseases. So, I hope all of you are having your books opened in front of you, and right at the top of the page you can see this picture, right? Just that you are seeing in the slide right now. You are having the same picture which tells us the name of the chapter, that is diseases, and it also tells us what are the things that we are going to learn in this chapter. So what are the things that we are going to learn in this chapter? We are going to learn about diseases, that is different types of diseases, and their prevention, that is how we can prevent those diseases. The types of diseases. Along with that, we are also going to learn the prevention of various types of diseases and about epidemics. Now, first, before we move on to the chapter, let us know why this chapter is important. Now, children, you know very well that the present situation, now you think, just for 1 minute, just think, why are you and me not in the school, in the classroom right now? Why are you watching me attending my classes in a mobile phone or in the laptop or a desktop? And why not live, sitting in front of me, sitting in your classroom along with your friends and watching me write on the board while I'm explaining you? Why, children? Because of the ongoing pandemic, that is Corona. And what is it? I feel this is just the right chapter that we are going to start from today. That is a disease. What is Corona? It is a simple disease. And what is making all of us sit at home? It is the fear of catching this disease. Yes or no? That is why the government has also put a lockdown, is not allowing us to move out. Why? So that we can prevent ourselves from this ongoing disease. And it is only the fear of this disease that has made all of the world, the whole of the world, sit at home. Now, so in this chapter we are not only going to learn about other diseases, but we will also be talking a bit about this current disease. And I will tell you, though we already know how we can help ourselves, how we can take care of ourselves during this time, but I will obviously tell you some interesting facts and some even more easier ideas which can help you fight the diseases, not only Corona but every kind of disease, and make you healthy and strong for all your life, so that you do not get scared from the diseases, but it is the diseases who get scared from you. So let's first of all start with the chapter. Now, as soon as you see this, first of all, the very first thing that we see is we have a question in front of us. Vinay's father woke up one morning with his nose red. His eyes were swollen. The doctor gave him medicines. He became healthy in a week. What do you think had happened to Vinay's father? So children, you think for a minute and tell me, what do you think has happened to Vinay's father? He has his nose red, his eyes are swollen. You want to know the answer? I guess many of you already know the answer, because you and me, we also have this difficulty most of the times. And when do we have this difficulty mostly? When we go out in the rain without any umbrella or a raincoat, or when we drink lots of cold water right from the fridge, or when we have lots of ice cream. Yes? Now, so I guess now those who were not very sure about the answer, now they also know the answer. So let's see. Vinay's father had caught cold and was having fever. Yes or no? When we have fever, we have a red nose. When we catch cold, our nose becomes red, and we have breathing difficulty. And when we have fever, what is it? Have you looked at the mirror? Our eyes become swollen because we are not able to sleep properly. Yes? So, today we are going to learn a very few things. First of all, before we start learning about the new things, let us learn about the key words for today's class. What are those important words that we are going to learn in this chapter? So first of all, what are we going to learn? The key words in this chapter are disease, symptoms, diagnosis, prevention. Now children, these words I'm sure many of you have heard many times. Disease we all have heard. Symptoms also we have heard. Right? We have heard diagnosis. Whenever we say, what did the doctor diagnose? Right? So, in today's class, we are going to learn the meaning of all these words first. So, first of all, the disease. What is a disease, children? Disease is any unhealthy condition of our body as well as our mind. Children, most of the time what happens is only when we feel unhealthy in our body, whenever we don't feel well in the body terms, in the physical terms, then we say that we are having some disease. But it is equally important to be healthy from our mind. We need to be strong. We need to be very, very strong. We need to train our mind to adapt to any kind of situation. Now children, I am very, very sure that many of you have heard about the recent tragic case about a leading hero, and I am sure he was a favorite of many of yours. I know many of you are very, very sad. But do you know what? Why did he leave us? Because he was absolutely fit in his body. He was absolutely fit by his body. He was not having any disease. He was having one disease. He was having the disease of his mind. He was having the disease of his mind. Children, remember, it is not that only the physical disease can take away our lives. Our mental disease, not here, but our mind. If we are unhealthy from our mind, if our mind is unhealthy, remember this, our unhealthy mind can also take us, God can also take away our lives and give us immense pain, give us way more pain, and give our family members a lot more pain than it can give us. So children, when we are reading about disease, just remember that disease is not only in the physical terms but in the mind terms as well. So you need to be healthy not only physically but also mentally. In your mind you need to be very, very healthy. So what is disease, children? Disease is any unhealthy condition of the body that can happen to our body or our mind. We might have fever, we might have cold, we might have an upset stomach, we might have a headache, we might have our eyes might be aching. Now children, I know all of you are doing the classes on the laptop, on the mobile phones all the time, right? Yes or no? So many times I'm sure you must be feeling that you are having an headache, or maybe your eyes are not feeling well, your eyes are paining, or you just feel like, I want to close my eyes and sit for some time without seeing the computer or without seeing the laptop or without seeing the mobile screen. Children, these are small, let's say, symptoms that our body needs rest. Okay children, as we say that exercise is important, medicines are important, healthy food is important, rest is also very, very important. And these This, we are having an headache, we are having our we are not feeling well, our eyes, we want to close our eyes and keep. What are these? These are small signs. And what are these signs known as? These are signs of bigger, let's say, major diseases. And what are these signs known as? These signs are known as symptoms. When the signs of any disease is known as symptoms. Now children, we all have experienced fever. Yes? So before having fever, what we feel? Cold, we shiver. Yes? So what are these? These are simply symptoms of having fever, that very soon in near future we might have fever. And why do the symptoms come? The symptoms help us to know from beforehand that we might be attacked by a disease and we need to take care of ourselves. Okay, so what is symptom? What is the definition of symptom, children? The external signs shown by our body during an illness are called symptoms. The external signs shown by our body during an illness is called symptoms. And these symptoms help the doctor to diagnose what disease we might be having or what is the actual problem. The symptoms are not the actual problem. Remember children, the symptoms are not the actual problem. The symptoms are the sign which helps us to know what our actual problem is. So what is the definition of diagnosis? The method of identifying a disease from its signs and symptoms is called diagnosis. Okay, so it is very, like, if you are going to have an upset stomach, many times what happens? You have a stomach pain, right? Or you are not feeling well, you go to the toilet again and again. These are signs of what? These are symptoms of what? These are symptoms of an upset stomach. You're having an headache, you are not feeling like talking, you want to just lie down, you want to switch off the light and you want to lie down, you don't feel like talking at all, you are having an headache. What are these signs of? These are signs of a tired brain. These are signs of a tired brain. Your brain wants to rest for some time. Your brain wants you to give him some rest so that when it works again, it can work with much more energy. Okay, so the symptoms help us a lot in diagnosing what our major problem is or what is the major disease that is going to attack us. Then we have prevention, and this is the best thing. What is prevention? Prevention is nothing but simply protecting our body from getting unhealthy. And how we can do it? We can prevent our body from getting unhealthy or from any disease by keeping our body away or keeping disease causing germs away from our body. And how can we do this? We can prevent our body from any kind of disease by maintaining a very few hygienic habits. Just like now we are told again and again that we need to wash our hands, but children, this is not only applicable for corona, but it is a very hygienic habit that every time you go out, you come home and you wash your hands and legs properly, you wash your face properly with soap or with let's say antibacterial soap. Nowadays we get a lot of antibacterial washes. So it is very important that every time you go out, and not only in this year, it was always important, but it is only that we did not maintain the hygiene, and that is why today we are having this problem. But I am sure children that this year when we are learning so much, we are also learning that hygiene is very important. Yes, protecting ourselves is very important. So I am sure we are going to restart, we are going to inhabit all those good habits that were supposed to be with us, but in our busy schedule or in our naughtiness and playfulness, we gave away those habits. So let us talk a few measures about preventing ourselves from any kind of disease. First of all, obviously, as I said, is the maintenance of the hygiene. Every time you go out, when you come back, make sure you wash your hands, legs and face properly with soap. Then make sure you drink at least 2 glasses of warm water every day. I already told you about drinking water in your previous classes as well, when I was explaining your digestive system and excretory system. And we have also learnt how exercise is very, very important. Children, exercise not only keeps us fit but also makes our immunity power strong. It also makes our immunity power very, very strong. So some of the hygienic habits, first of all, you need to do what? You need to wash your hands, you need to wash your face, you need to wash your legs properly. Then every time you go out somewhere, make sure that you come and you wash your clothes with Dettol water or any antiseptic water, antibacterial wash. Just a few drops of Dettol in the water, and then you can dip your cloth, you can wash it, and then you dry it and you can wear it again. So what will happen by this? If there is any germs in our clothes, that also will get killed. If there is any germ in our body, as soon as we wash our hands, legs and face, that also gets killed. When we drink warm water cleanses our whole system. We learnt in excretory system. Excretory system we learned, children, that water is very, very important. Similarly, warm water, what it does is, if there is any harmful bacteria or any harmful germ present in our body, it kills them and it throws them out of our body. It helps us to throw it out of our body. Next, we need to have a lot of green vegetables, healthy vegetables, to keep ourselves healthy, to help let's say to prevent ourselves, to protect ourselves from any kind of disease causing germs. Now, if we are talking about disease is not just one type. There are different types of diseases. Basically, we are having 2 types of diseases, children. As you can see on your screen, we are having contagious disease and non-contagious disease. Now, what do we mean by contagious disease and non-contagious disease? I will explain you right now. So, contagious disease is what? Contagious disease is diseases that spread from one person to another. Now, I am sure you have experienced this, that if you are having fever or someone else in your family is having fever, your parents might have always told you, no, do not go to that person now. Do not go near that person now. Or if someone has caught cold, your parents tell you, no, don't go to your, supposedly your brother has caught cold. Your parents say, your mother says or not, that no, now you don't go to him, you go to him only after he gets well. Why does she say you this? Because fever, cold, these are all contagious diseases. That is, they spread from one person to another. When we go near the person who is having this disease, the germs, they fly and come to our body as well. And as soon as they come to our body, they can also make us what? They can also make us ill. Similarly, this present situation, this COVID-19 situation, we are told, people are told what? That maintain at least 6 feet distance, 1 meter distance. Why? Because if anyone is having that disease, if anyone is having that virus, what will happen? It can fly up to 1 meter. So that is why we have been told to maintain a distance of 1 meter. If we do not maintain a distance of 1 meter, what will happen? The virus, if it is present in any of your if a person's in any person's body, and if you go near that person's body, what will happen? The virus can easily fly and come to your body, and then what will happen? It will make you ill as well, right? So this is what is contagious disease. CONTAGIOUS, contagious disease. So contagious disease is what, children? Contagious diseases is diseases that spread from one person to another. And what is non-contagious disease? Non-contagious diseases, diseases that do not spread from one person to another. Now think, children, supposedly you had a junk food. Okay, you have eaten something bad and you are having stomachache. Now, if your brother or your sister comes near you and he has not had that bad thing supposedly, so will he also get the stomachache? If you touch him, will he get the stomachache? No, he won't get the stomachache. Why? Because this is a non-contagious disease. It happens only when it happens based on what lack or what bad substance has gone inside your body. Okay, children? So, in our next class, we are going to learn more about these types of diseases and how we can prevent ourselves from getting attacked by these diseases. Okay, children? So, today I will stop here and I hope all of you have understood very well the keywords and why it is very, very important to prevent ourselves from the diseases. I hope you have understood what is disease, when is it that is which state or which condition of the body is known as disease, how we can prevent ourselves from disease, and what are the signs that help us to know and helps the doctor to know that we have some disease. And what is that method of knowing the disease known as, children? It is known as diagnosis. Very correct. It is known as diagnosis. So children, we will be meeting on Wednesday again for our next class. Thank you and have a great day.